No.
Every single murder in America was committed by a right-wing extremist.
No, that's
the thing.
That's not what she said.
That's the
not what
point.
she said.
The point she trying to make is every politically motivated
That's not what
murder
she said.
was made by white supremacists.
She wild for that.
Yo, we got another reaction video for you. Today we are reacting to Marjorie Taylor Greene at a hearing about extremist activity in the United States from like terrorism or whatever. Before we start, I want to say if you got other clips of, crazy videos from politicians or people saying stuff and that's more on the Democratic side, because we try not to be partisan, but it's kind of hard to find somebody on Marjorie Taylor Greene level that's on the Democratic side.
Yeah.
So we tend to be more agreeable. We might find videos where they overreach with like what you said.
Yeah, man. They the most time they just gonna overreach. They gonna call everything racial. They gonna call everything xenophobic. They gonna do stuff like that. They gonna label things that's not really what they say it is. But it's nothing to the extreme levels of like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Matt Gaetz, Jim Jordan, or like Lauren Boebert.
Yeah, just all out
Ted Cruz. You know
salacious.
Yeah, just ridiculous stuff like far as that. And like I say, it's not like we talk about all the time. It's not the whole GOP. It's the fact that they are so loud and so entertaining that's why they get all the clicks and stuff like that, because they are entertaining.
Yeah. I miss the days when the most outrageous politicians we have was like Mitt Romney or like John McCain or somebody.
Yeah.
They say something like a little crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't even a little crazy. It was just disagreeable.
Yeah, it was
disagreeable.
disagreeable. But now we at the point where they just saying whatever.
Yeah,
where they talking and they trying to get whatever points they can score.
Yeah, they just like, bro, you just saying stuff, bro.
But
yeah, this is her talking about hearing on what far left political violence.
Well, that's her point, I guess.
Yeah, that's her point. Yeah.
But she's adding a hearing about extremist activity.
Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm TK, aka Soccer T.
And I'm Darius, aka Daristotle. And
we about to get into the video.
Oh, you wanted this is like the fourth cut we done did trying to get in this video. So we just gonna go ahead and get into it. Oh, see.
But I would like to remind, or I'd like to remind everyone that while we're talking about white supremacy, Miss Spittleneck, you were talking about white supremacy.
It's Spitalnik.
Oh, I apologize, Spitalnik. Miss Spitalnik, while you were talking about white supremacists and abortion, I totally agree with you. There's a lot of white supremacists in the abortion movement and abortionists, because they have murdered over 20 million black babies in America since Roe versus Wade in 1973. That's on average 900 black babies are aborted. They're ripped apart inside their mother's wombs. So I would agree with you. That could be labeled white supremacy, or we could just label it murder. And it should never be happening. So if you want to talk about white,
this is, come on, man. Come on, man. How do we continue to let her just talk? It's like, yeah.
But I want to know, what's the numbers of white fetuses that, or
it was just, you know the talking point.
You know what I mean?
You know what she doing with that talking point.
I would think just by population size, it might be higher, unless you're saying that was a concerted effort to.
In some aspects, it was. You know, Hillary Clinton, the person that she followed, she used to some people actually sued because they was actually some black women were sterilized.
What's her name? I can't think of it. That was a concerted effort to sterilize black women
from having kids and have babies and stuff like that. Yeah,
that is a factual thing that happened.
Yeah.
But in terms of Planned Parenthood, and
abortions
in their position now, what they trying to do, is it white supremacy?
No, I think it's just
because now it's an option. Before it was they were sterilizing people against their will. Now it's it's about having a choice of, do I want to carry this child through or do I not? So we're gonna go through it. Now, if she has evidence that people are still campaigning and like giving people hysterectomies or whatever when they not aware, then you would have a point.
Let's see Like, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people get abortions.
So you said 39% are of abortions in the U.S. are black women and 33% are white women. That is kind of close. And also, I got to see the breakdown of like the total number of that.
Yeah.
And then we got to rule like what are the reasons for that, and what are the policies that are promoting parenthood behind that.
Yeah, I mean, they say a lot of times it's money. It could be they already have a first child.
Yeah,
they say a lot of times when people who get abortions, they already have a first child,
and
they just don't want a second one or whatever the case.
Can't afford it, whatever.
Which is understandable in this economy.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that we can't afford right now. Just basic like bread, eggs, and stuff like that. Well, even though eggs done went down, I ain't gonna put that on Biden.
Eggs
and gas done went down, so I ain't gonna put that on them like that.
Supremacy and the abortion movement, you should really analyze that in your human rights groups that you run as you collect donations from people with your nonprofit, because I think that is something extremely important to talk about, is the right for those black babies to have lives as American citizens, the right for them to be born, the right.
I'm glad that she's for black people that much, but she wants to see black children born. Now, whether or not she wants to see it prosper, I don't know.
Okay.
But to get here, I'm glad to see that she cares enough to get us through the door.
But can we agree that this is a reach?
Yeah, it's a reach.
Yeah, this is moving.
It's a reach. I think because the whole hearing is about domestic terrorism and how certain people are doing a lot of the killing, and certain people are white and they're killing a lot of minorities and other white people. And she has went to abortion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's one thing where you can stay on topic and combat somebody's point, but if you gotta, this is one of them whataboutisms. Like, well, what about this over here? Is this white supremacy? Like,
that's a whole different subject.
Yeah, but if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. But let's talk about people
like this right here.
Yeah,
people that are alive and people who are like moving around as adults doing stuff.
Yeah, let's focus on that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For them to be given a chance to live as free Americans instead of murder. You think this is funny, Ms. Spitalnik? Is this funny to you? Is babies being murdered in the womb funny to you? Because you're smirking and laughing at me right now.
What's not funny are the black people and Hispanic people and Jewish people and Muslim people who have been murdered in synagogue, in church, in supermarkets, in mosques by white supremacists.
Are you
That's
aware
crazy.
that all colored?
That's crazy, bro.
That's what the hearing is about.
That's crazy.
It's about people who identify with white supremacist ideology going out here and murdering people.
Bruh,
so what are we talking
usually,
about?
bruh, she would cut somebody off while they on their little tangent, but I think she got hit in the mouth so fast just now that she couldn't even respond.
She's like, whoa.
She's like, whoa, I ain't
She's on topic. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I ain't gotta.
You gotta
You know
cover up.
Yeah.
Gotta cover up. Oh, she hit her quick too. Bam.
Bing.
That's not funny.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And she got facts.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of
it's
a lot of racially motivated attacks happening right now.
Okay.
And that's what this hearing is about.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Bing.
People are murdered. That is a fact. That every single color person has been murdered.
What?
That's not unusual. It's not just.
We had to miss something.
Nah.
Go back.
In supermarkets, in mosques, by white supremacists.
Are you aware that all colored people are murdered?
What?
That is a fact. That every single color person has been murdered. That's not unusual. It's not just that people of color are murdered. White people are murdered too. Murder is not.
So my theory was right. She got hit so fast with them facts that her brain scrambled,
and she reaching for whatever.
Bruh, she's like, every single person of color is murdered. Every single person.
Yeah, everybody who's any color is murdered. Therefore, this issue is a non-starter. We don't have an issue of white supremacy because every color person is murdered. So it doesn't matter that these specific attacks are racially motivated to target certain groups of people is because everybody's, all murder matters. Is what we're saying right now. It's basically
I would hope that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
Nah,
that's what it sounds like.
Because of what it sounds like is ridiculous. It sounds like she got hit so fast she just had to her mouth started working before her brain could formulate what to actually say.
Her mouth was like, I got you.
Hold on, I got it. Yeah.
Yo, just try to catch up.
Yo.
Just for minorities. That may be a shock to you because you seem to dive deeply into all kinds of misinformation and seem to be uninformed yourself. But if you're going to talk about white supremacy and abortion, you need to study very hard about who the targets are. And it's not just black women, and it's not just black babies, it's Hispanics as well. And I think that's important for you to understand.
Did she not say that earlier? Hispanics, she said black people, Hispanics, Jewish people. Did she not say that earlier?
She talking about abortion again.
Oh.
She talking about, she basically said you need to get your facts straight about the history of abortion and who it targets. Because that's white supremacy.
Like, bro, we was talking about these shootings. please, come on, man. What's going on with this lady?
And if you apparently care about human rights and you care about studying extremism, let's have a little talk about extremism, shall we? I think that's important because that's what this hearing is all about. I'd like to inform you, or maybe you don't know, maybe you do know, I doubt it. You mostly care about white supremacists and white-wing extremism.
That's my area of expertise.
There's quite a pattern of left-wing violent protests on college campuses today. Miss Gaines here was a victim of it. Do you support what they did to Miss Gaines? These trans terrorists chasing her into a room, do you support their movement?
I am absolutely sorry that Ms. Gaines felt threatened and unsafe while she was on a college campus, and that's not acceptable. But again, the statistics tell us that when it comes to politically motivated violence, in 2022, every single murder was committed by a right-wing extremist.
Ooh. Every single murder in America was committed by a right-wing extremist?
That's the thing.
That's the point. The point she trying to make is every politically motivated murder was made by white supremacists.
She wild for that.
She switched to also every single murder. No,
for that.
I clearly said every political motivated murder.
She wild for that.
And then I like how she just tried to throw like the problem I'm having is and I don't know the details of this protest that she said that just happened, but I doubt it's on the same level of somebody coming into a grocery store or a church and shooting and killing people. Like you can't and then she tried to phrase these are transgender terrorists. No, we're talking about actual terrorists who came in and shot somebody and killed people.
See, the thing with that is, I like the way she framed that when she spoke. She said, "I'm sorry that she felt threatened."
Yeah,
that was the key point for me. So for me, the verbal sparring was good, especially on her end, because she said, "Well, I'm sorry that Miss Such and Such felt threatened," but the statistics show, that every political
in 2022 was racially motivated. And then her
every single murder. Come on,
man. You know that's not what I said.
Yeah,
you know that's not what I said. Let's not even do that. You know that's not what I said.
You wrong for that.
Come on, bro. You either got to be like not present in the conversation, or you really just trying to get a win.
Yeah. At that point, you realize she on your ass.
Yeah,
and she already punched you in the face one time before, your brain kind of scrambled, and you didn't know what to do with that.
She on the ropes.
Yeah, she on the ropes.
She on the ropes.
She on the ropes.
Motivated murder was committed by a right-wing extremist.
Are you sure about that?
I am.
Are you aware that the Tennessee shooter just recently identified as a man and she was a biological woman? Was she a right-wing extremist as well?
Young lady's time has expired. I'll allow the witness to answer the question.
So that was a shooting that happened in 2023. There is no.
Wow, was you listening? How are you at this hearing and not listening? 2022?
Oh, I got you. Transgender shooter. But even then, we don't know if that was politically. We don't know if it was politically motivated, because will she come out and identify as right-wing death squad?
Yeah. Then what?
Then what we gonna do? Then what we gonna do?
So that's a mystery right there.
That's a whole. If the transgender shooter comes out in like a secret Nazi or part of right, that would cause Marjorie's brain to explode. She can't even put white supremacists and transgender in the same bucket. Like that would cause her to break down. Like I don't know what I believe anymore.
But she getting her ass whooped in this hearing.
Right,
and usually when you watch the hearings, especially with them, like they usually over talk, especially with somebody making a point or somebody trying to explain what they're trying to answer, whatever they're trying to, or whatever they've been asked. They'll over talk and stop them from answering and make them look bad. But it's like I think that first punch in the face
threw off a game.
I think that kind of threw her off.
She wasn't ready.
Oh my goodness!
She wasn't. Marjorie was just down there.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Bobbing and weaving.
Oh,
Like, I'm gonna let you finish your question.
I'm gonna let you finish your question. The thing is, she got the Philly shell up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you. Oh, okay. I like that. So bow. She Mayweather her ass too. I'm gonna let you talk, and then when I talk, I'm gonna counter that shit.
What if Mayweather was in the back? Like that's what I thought. He's like counter,
popping her ass.
Let's see. This is what
I'm trying to.
Evidence as to what ideology motivated that shooting, and what we do know is that cisgender males are responsible for the vast majority of mass shootings in this country.
I'm sorry, I don't know what a cisgender male is. There's only two genders. It's male and female. That would
either if that's the only one you recognize, only two genders, she still be correct.
That's like regardless.
It's still the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's fine.
Just because you put cis in the beginning, it's still the same thing you talking about. Like it's
so,
don't even matter.
White males for you then.
Okay.
White males for you.
White males are shooting people.
Yeah.
Does that make it better? Does that make it better for you?
What I'm saying? The person that you was getting on the transgender male that was shooting that you say?
Just swinging at the ropes, bro. Just trying to come out of.
Be that. So no one knows what a cisgender male is. It's a made up.
Unfortunately,
all of every
Georgia,
it all is.
Yields back. I recognize Mr. Strong for his 5 minutes of questioning.
It all is. All words are made up. All words are made up. All classifications are made up. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't take away from the truth, dog.
Doesn't take away. All that matters is
a rose by any other name would still smells just as sweet.
You know what I'm saying? Like all words mean is like as long as you know intellectually what I mean by using that word, that's what matters. What word I use doesn't matter. If you know what I'm saying? Like you get what I'm saying.
White males.
You understood these punches.
Yeah, you understood.
You got these
maybe you did because like again, when she got punched with that first onslaught of like rebuttals, she was just like, "Well, did you know that every black male is murdered? What you say? We all murdered out here?
Yeah, bro, I think she thought she was gonna do something with that abortion,
and she couldn't formulate the words, bro. It just sounded crazy. It was like, what? Hold on, what are you saying?
Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? What do y'all think, man? Like, do you think Marjorie Taylor Greene was spitting? You think she actually had a good point with the abortion?
I don't know.
He just dumbfounded.
Because it's be like, bro, how do you continue to respond to that, man? It's just like, how do you how do you
continue to support that?
Yeah,
is the question.
She had a better chance of bringing up Antifa, and I believe. Did she bring up Antifa throughout that? Or she brought up Antifa in another hearing. You had a better chance of bringing it up than abortion.
Yeah. How many bodies Antifa had? Do they have?
I don't know. I know they ain't. I know. I would say.
I
would guess. I'm willing to put money on it. That it's not as high as any right wing death squad would have.
Apparently in 2022. There was none.
There was none.
This year, the year before that, I don't know. But this year. So let us know what you think in the comments, man. Let us know if we wrong, if you think Marjorie is bugging yet again. Or, you know what I'm saying, you got some extra facts that we don't know about.
Or don't let us know. Because a lot of times y'all be in them comments, y'all don't even listen to the whole video.
Yeah, you probably ain't even make it to this point.
Yeah.
It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, man, no, don't comment. Please don't. If you didn't watch the whole video, don't comment. Now, if you did, by all means, comment, man. I enjoy y'all. But if you rocking with Marjorie Taylor Greene, just start watching us.
Yeah.
Just don't watch us no more. Because if you agree with anything that she's saying that has anything to do, it's like me, man, we talking about if I create a hearing about vegetables and how vegetables don't need pesticide in it no more.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing up oil companies. Like, I'm not bringing up, like, I'm saying, well, the oil companies, they leaking stuff in the ocean.
You worried about pesticides. You ain't worried about the oil?
No, because that's not my profession.
Yeah.
We talking about pesticides and vegetables.
Yeah. That's what I know about.
I don't know nothing about oil. Why are we even talking about that? Because the oil go in the water, then the water go into. I know.
Yeah, but then you gonna water the plants with the oil water. So then you got. So you worried about pesticides, but you ain't worried about the oil water.
It's like, no, man. No, we talking about let's deal with this problem first, bro. She just be overreaching, bro. It's overreaching, bro. You had a better chance of bringing up Antifa or something.
Yeah.
I could die. Me at a grocery store getting my vegetables or getting my meat or getting my groceries, getting shot. I don't think that's a big problem than somebody freely walking into a clinic to get an abortion.
Right.
You can make abortion sound as terrible as you want to. If you educated enough, you understand what abortions are and how they are done. They are not done when the baby is alive and all that other stuff. What they say, they are torn apart in the womb and all that other stuff. Whatever. I'll tell you what do tear somebody apart. AR-15 shooting a child in the face. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that's pretty bad. I just heard my man, he was at the mall when they had that mall shooting, and my man said he seen somebody in the bushes. He walked over to the bushes, the person didn't have no face. So imagine what that same AR-15 is doing to them kids at school when they walking down to shoot the school up, or at the mall, or at a movie theater, or at a mosque, or anywhere else that these people were going to shoot.
Who they minding their business.
In my opinion, opinion of an expert living in America, abortion is the least of my concerns as a black male than it is me going to the grocery store.
I remember the festival we just had this weekend. I was on the pivot. I was like, if I was gonna come down and shoot some stuff up, now would be a good time.
But you weren't worried about nobody from an abortion clinic coming to snip you with you. But you was worried about somebody shooting. Yeah. Okay then. Shooting for some political motive. You remember when we went to that march? Yeah. We was like, we might get shot out here. Yeah. I was not worried about no.
That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a fact, bro.
Just saying, man. In my professional opinion of being American again, abortions are the least of my concerns. One of the least of my concerns.
That's on the bottom of my list.
Yeah. But a person walking around with an AR-15 that don't like black people in the South? Well, that's top 5 right there, boy. That's top 5.
It's jokes and games, but every time something happens, I feel like, it could happen.
Yeah, it could happen anywhere.
It could happen. Shooting up private schools, shooting up grocery stores.
Las Vegas, from hotel, movie theaters.
Yeah, bro.
Anyway.
That's what I don't understand, man. You talking about fear, bro. Like, come on, man.
It got so crazy that I can, like, it's almost like match, right? Like, you can just say, you just give me a state, and then just give me anything, and I can guarantee you I can find a mass shooting. Anything. There's gonna be like a festival, a library, a garage, house party, prom party, any of those things, and you can just find it. Shooting at Alligator Farm. I bet something to pop up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
that's
it's
crazy. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
probably
like,
true.
And then politically motivated and stuff like that. She talked about there was a protest at the place, right? Something about that. What about the protest on January 6th? What about that?
What about that?
What was that? What was
protest?
That
seemed like it was literally trying to overthrow the government.
That seemed like terrorism, right?
That was terrorism.
Okay. Hangman Pence, what was that?
But I never heard her say that was domestic terrorism.
Oh, okay.
These right-wing domestic terrorists.
Visit them in the
and that's why I don't respect
them in the jail.
I don't respect that people.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you as if you live in Georgia, how do you allow her to represent y'all? That's a representative.
Yeah.
That's a person that represents your state.
They're supposed to represent your ideas, what you stand for. Yeah. She out here saying stuff like that. That's cool. That's who y'all are. That's who y'all are.
Yeah, by all means. Yeah, you're right. That's who y'all are. That's who y'all are.
Videos went on long enough.
Yeah.
So again, let us know what you think in the comments, man.
Yeah.
I'm Darius, aka Darius Stottle.
I'm TK, aka Soccer T.
This is Mind the Gap.